It is 4 days to Stationery Fest. This next few days is going to be all about getting ready. I've commandeered our kitchen roll holder as a hat stand because I don't want to spend money on a hat stand when I've got something in the house that would do perfectly fine. So I'm just having to sweat it out. So I'm on a really tight schedule, but I can't do it if I feel frazzled. So I'm gonna practice what I preach and gonna have a sit down. This is for my wildflower pin. Look at that, that's for the tote bag. All the transfers for the caps and the pencil cases are missing. Am I going to open one thing and it be correct? How gorgeous is it? I am in love with it. So I've also added the little bee in the gap. My setup, like my mock display, I didn't finish it, and I've never done an event without having had a complete mock-up done. I did manage to get myself a few goodies, so let me show you what I got. Hi everyone and welcome to a brand new studio vlog. It is 4 days to Stationery Fest, and that essentially means I've got 3 days to get everything ready because on Friday I will be setting up. And if you didn't see my last vlog, I started that process. Everything's designed and ordered. I'll link it if you want to check it out. You can see some sneak peeks of what's coming. This next few days is going to be all about getting ready, and I am struggling. It is so hot, and even though I kept my blinds shut in the studio, when I came in here this morning it was about 1,000,000 degrees, no exaggeration. I've got the double doors open on both sides, I've got a fan on, and I just feel like I can't breathe. But the show must go on. We haven't got time to faff about. So let me show you what I've been up to. So at all my previous events in the past, I've had one 6-foot table. And this time around, I decided I was going to go for 2 because I've started stocking some bigger products, a wider range of products in the last year, and I thought that would be a great idea. However, it's a very intimidating lot of space now that I've kind of set up a mock area and you can see it empty. So this is a temporary 6-foot table that I have that I usually use to set up and practice like market stall setups on, and I've put my tablecloth on, and then I've had to sort of fashion, oh actually it's not that long, I need to measure it. I've had to sort of fashion the other one out of tables, and you can see there that I've masking taped it off where the back will be. I actually do have a couple of like an extra inch or so than on this one, but I just realised I need to mark it off on this side so I know how long I've got. But having seen those 2 empty tables, I'm feeling quite stressed. It's just a lot of empty space to know where to get started with it. Obviously I can't put the tablecloth on this one because of the back, and then that bit of table back there behind the tape is kind of what I'm going to have to work on in terms of making products and stuff, as well as my packing area. So that's why I've done it how I've done it. And I've just poached this table that was here, so the kind of L shape of my packing area, to be able to do it. Now I've already come across my first problem. Let me come and show you. So I bought these pegboards from IKEA and I was going to put clear acrylic shelves on them and use it as a sticker display. However, I got a square one, I got a rectangular one with the kind of things where you attach them together so that it's kind of as tall as my previous sticker display, and then I got these little kind of arms where you attach it to the edge of the table. So I've done it, I've put it up, but we've got a problem, and that is that it leans back, and if you touch it, it really wobbles. So like, God, that's leaning back loads already. than it was when I put it up. It's kind of on an angle like that, and like say if your shelves were here, if people are pressing it, yeah, it's just falling further and further back. So that is very much not going to work. So I've already fallen at the first hurdle there, and obviously I'm really close to the event. I haven't got time to order more stands, so I'm going to have to try and make this work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up somewhere nice and I'm going to get all my previous displays out of my storage cupboard, and I'm going to set them up where I think they might go, try and do something with this, and then some of those displays might need a touch up of paint and stuff, so I need to check, but I'll just get an idea of what I'm actually going to use and if I can salvage this in some way. So let's have a look. So I am not feeling my best. I've been struggling in here all day. It is now 20 to 5 and I have not made much progress for two reasons. Firstly, I feel like I cannot breathe. I am sweating. This is just the worst time. Turn the fan off so you can hear me. Yeah, if this was any other like hot day of the year and it was this hot in here, I would say it's too hot to work in here today and I would work in the house. But because I need to be in here with all my stuff, yeah, I'm just having to sweat it out. The second reason is those IKEA pegboards, I spent a long time trying different ways to get it work, probably a good couple of hours trying to get it to work, and it just wouldn't work. So I've abandoned them. I don't think I can return them now because I've taken them out of the packet. I'm not really sure, but that's a problem for another day. So let me show you what I did instead. So I tried lots of different combinations of stands over the last few hours, and I will say once you put some of the big stands on the tables, it's not that intimidating anymore. But these acrylic shelves are what I was going to attach to the pegboard, and this is my old sticker display, and I used to have metal hooks on there, but I had to stick like plastic adhesive, like hooky, hangy things, like little hang tags with a hole in so that you put them on the hooks onto each individual sticker. And I didn't like doing it because A, they were plastic, and B, it's time consuming. And then I was stuck with a load with hang tags on that didn't sell. Then I'm not hanging them up. It's just, yeah, I didn't really like it. And so this pegboard, this pink one, had been abandoned in storage. And it could do with a lick of paint, to be honest, but what I did was attach the vinyl shelves, just tie them on in the same way I was with the other one, and they're the perfect width actually, and so these are all my standard stickers on there, so I think that's fab. I'm just going to put a sign on the top with the price. That's done. I was toying with taking the shelves back off and attaching them again on the day to make it easier to transport, but it took me so long that I will be leaving it as it is. Then we have this display here, which actually used to be in Design 44 in Birmingham. It's got grubby finger marks on, so I need to put a lick of paint on the top and then put some pricing on the top, but I've just used the top shelf for all my special effects stickers. So these are £2 and all the ones on here are £1.50, so that makes it really easy. And then the other 3 shelves I'm going to use for pins, so that'll be full up. And then I've just used 2 grey boxes to bump it up, but I might put some fabric over it to make it pretty. I'm a little bit more paranoid this year about making my stand pretty, or like prettier than it normally is, because I feel like people are putting in immense amounts of effort, and also there's bigger shops going that can probably afford better displays, so I'm just feeling a little bit more anxious about it than I normally would. But yeah, it'll be fine. And then I've currently just got my sticker sheets in here, but my husband just came in and said, you've got loads of room, why don't you spread them out? But I'm going to see how much room I've actually got left once I've got more things on the table, because I've actually got quite a lot of things. Then moving along, this is a little shelving unit I had in another stockist, and that closed and it came back to me, and I think it'd be nice just to put a selection of pocket hearts on there, different colours, so that people can choose their favourite, and it's just got its own individual display. I think that's cute. And then I've got my big blue stand in the middle, which definitely needs a lick of paint at the top. And I've just got all my notepads and notebooks on here, except for the desk pad. And so this is like bang smack in the middle. I think I'm probably going to put a sunshine lane up there. And the only problem we have with this is this had been relegated to the cupboard because, if you can see here, where the screw has gone in from the back, it split the wood. And I'm going to try with all my might to poke some wood glue in there and fix it, because I'm not making a whole new stand for the event and I'm hoping it will hold. I mean, it's held like that for a few events now, and I just covered it with the price. I just stuck the price label over the crack and people couldn't see it. So the expense of building a whole new stand, I mean, it's not even that. I haven't got the time at this late stage, so yeah. That's the plan. I could just do with all these blue tack marks on the shelves. I could just do with giving it a lick of paint. And then, yeah, again, at the top, it's got lots of blue tack marks and grubby finger marks that I could do with giving it a lick of paint, but I don't think I've got any blue, so I might have to go and get a little tester pot of the blue. Then I've just used this stand here for retro mugs, and I'll probably put more retro collection stuff around this area. It's got a bottom shelf technically, but I used it as a sticker display in Design 44 in Derby recently, so that's fine because I'm always looking for things to kind of raise the height. So I'll probably have those 2 mugs there, and then something in front of it can be stood up and it will just block the fact that there's a shelf there not being used. So I'll probably put a sort of selection of retro stuff here. And then we've got these stands on the end. So this yellow one is one of my original ones that was made at the same time as the blue one, and the pink pegboard on the end. Those were my first 3 stands I had made for my first ever event back in 2022, and I took them to last year's StationeryFest. And this I've decided I'm going to put wildflower stuff on and have that all together. So I've got the desk pads on the top. This is a Santa hanging decoration, a Christmas one, but I've just put it there as a placeholder because I haven't made my wildflower decorations yet. So that will be there. There will be some limited edition pencil cases. I've only got 7. This is the Believe key ring. And then I've commandeered our kitchen roll holder as a hat stand because I don't want to spend money on a hat stand when I've got something in the house that would do perfectly fine. So if I have a piece of advice, it is be resourceful, I guess. And then this on the end is the top of what I've been hanging my tote bags on. So let me show you the bottom of it. So behind this pegboard experiment is the bottom of it, and you can see that I've just pulled it off the top because I don't want something floor standing because I haven't got any more space. And so my idea was to just pull that off the top, and I'm going to have to tie the handles up a bit just so it's not dragging on the table. And then this is going to be on the very, very end of my stall because I'm on an aisle, and people will be able to browse the different designs of tote bags. And these will be the display ones, and then I'll have packaged ones if people want to buy them. But because it hasn't got the bottom frame on anymore, it's a little bit wobbly. So me and my husband have been fashioning a sort of base for it that he's halfway through painting for me, bless him. So he's going to make some more progress on that later. But right now, I just cannot go on. I feel sticky. I'm dropping everything. I struggle to regulate my temperature anyway with my fibromyalgia, so now that I've got really hot, it's just game over. So what I'm probably going to do is just give up for a couple of hours. I'm going to go and ice my back because that's really hurting, and hopefully that'll cool me down. And I'll probably come back out here later tonight when it's cooler and have a bit more of a play and see if I can get a lot more of this done, because I wanted to get the bulk of this done today and then focus on actually making and packing products the next couple of days. So I'm on a really tight schedule, so I really could do with getting the bulk of this done today. So, but I can't do it if I feel frazzled, so I'm gonna practice what I preach and go and have a sit down. Okay, we have had some deliveries, thank goodness, so let's open them together. This should be my pin backing cards. Yep. Ooh, I've opened it upside down. I can see a grid. If you watched last week's vlog, you will have seen me designing these. Oh, my wildflower. And then my positive pants. Okay, they are gorgeous. I love those. So these are for my retro pins. So we've got the make your own kind of music, keep rolling, weird is wonderful, and dial up your confidence. So these are my four for the retro collection. And then, oh, this is for my wildflower pin. This is for my wildflower pin. That's so cute. And then this is just going back to the square on the positive pants because it just works a lot better with the size of the pin. So that's those, they've arrived. Then my transfers from Supercolor have arrived. So these are for the baseball caps, the tote bags, and I've got 7 pencil cases. So I've done a design for those. They're super limited, so we'll just see how they do. I can see lovely bright colours. So let's have a look. Which way are we going? Oh, look at that. That's for the tote bag. And this is also for a tote bag. Be patient with yourself. Nothing in nature blooms. Oh, yeah. This is where I spot a typo. No, no typos. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to cut them as I'm going, maybe. Okay, slight panic again because this isn't right. This isn't what I ordered. All the transfers for the caps and the pencil cases are missing. So I need to get onto Supercolor like now and hope they can do it again and send it on a next day delivery, and then I'll have to do these tomorrow night. But yeah, I think I need to get in contact with them like right now before I open anything else. It's maybe not as bad as I thought. I've just emailed them. It's actually only the pencil case transfers that I'm missing. I can live without them, and I only had 7 anyway, but they're on my display now and I'd have to find something to fill the gap. So I'm hoping they can turn it round and get them to me tomorrow because it's just one sheet, but I'll have to wait for them to reply. But I know there's a ton of boxes in the house, so I'm going to investigate what they are and bring them out so we can unbox those too. Okay, my husband wasn't joking. There is actually quite a lot in there, so let's investigate. Oh, what is this sticky packaging? I don't like this. This is some extra bits and pieces to make up a few more journaling kits because I was just a few things missing to be able to make up some more. So I will be taking my 2 journaling kits with me. So that's good. I can start making those up. These are for my self-love journaling kits. So I've got the You Are Loved postcards. They look nice. And I've also got the patterned papers. And I have also got, or I should have, yeah, the, what's this? What's this? Oh, nothing, it's just to separate them. I've also got the introduction and the journaling questions and stuff. So that's cool. I'll put those with my journaling kits ready to make up some more of them. I think all I'm waiting for is a couple of rolls of washi now. This is my new stickers. All like the standard ones, because I've had the special effect ones. I opened them last week. I'm trying to tidy as I go because I'm a bit limited on space. Ooh. Okay, these look cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, we had some restocks. So I've got a restock of the Weird is Wonderful. The Strut Your Stuff. So these match the pins, some of them. The Keep Rolling. And also, oh, that looks so cute. Oh, although that one's really off cut. Am I going to open one thing and it be correct? That's like my dream. Look how off cut they are. That's crackers. Are they all like that? They're all like that. They're all like that. For goodness sake. Help me. Okay, let's look at the new ones. These look off cut as well. I'm going to get really angry because I just haven't got time for this nonsense. Let's get them all out. What's happened there? They're not right either. That should be white. And I specifically double checked it would be white. So I'm annoyed about that. I just haven't got time for this nonsense. It's just making me upset, to be honest. Because I just think, what's the point in these companies having to redo everything and waste their own money and time? Let's try not to lose my, you know what. So this is my wildflower sticker. It's beautiful. It matches the pin. Have I got the pin? Yeah, here's the pin on its like tester backing card. So it's the same as the pin and it's really, really pretty. I do just think everything's shunted to the left. Like there's a bigger outline here and not here. And it's the same all the way through, which is exactly the same as these as well. That's the same problem. So, oh, it's happened with these as well. Also, what's happened, like, that one's ripped. I feel like having a big cry. Like, these are all snagged on the corners. Are there any down here? Okay, that one's passable. Okay, so this, do it so you can see, is the Be Patient With Yourself sticker. But again, as you can see, there's like a big old border this side instead of it looking symmetrical. It's really beautiful and I can't wait to bring them to the shop. But ideally, I don't want to bring them to the shop like this. And then I don't want waste, so I sell them as seconds and then no one buys the full price ones and my shop doesn't make any money. And so it's really hard. I mean, I'll probably offer them as freebies at some point, but do you know what I mean? Like, I can't just be giving everything away and then people have them and think, oh, well, I don't need to buy anything now. But I don't want to just put them in the bin. Let's have a look at these ones. These ones look okay, I think. Yeah, these ones are fine, thank goodness. So this is the Wild and Free sticker, and it matches what's going to be on the baseball cap. I love it, it's beautiful, there's no problems with it, I don't think. Let's check the rest of the pile. In random spots. Very pretty, very pretty. I love that they're on the cream backing, and I just did the cream backing and like that's the border rather than a white border outline like I would do normally. Say like with this one, I just put it on the cream backing and then like that is the background, if that makes any sense. So I've got my Wild and Free sticker, but it looks like I'm going to have some more emails to send because I'm not happy with those two. I'm not happy with the tab ones. Let's just have a quick check of these other ones. So these are all the same. So they're all really far over the one side. And I really need them for the event. Okay, so all of these I need to contact them about. The others are okay, but this is why we don't leave things to the last minute. But I am astounded at the number of things on this collection that have been wrong, and I've had to go back. I'd say it's about 80% I've had to go back and say that's not what I ordered. Customer notes. Check quality is correct and the very best. I mean, did that happen? I don't know. So I've got a bunch of these. These look fine. These look nice. So these are to go on the boxes for the hanging decorations. So this is basically what the design will be. So I've kind of added a few more elements to really make it go round on the decoration and mimic the shape. So the bee's got a little buzzy line. I've moved some of the flowers, and so I'll get round to making those in this vlog and they'll be on the boxes. So I've got a bunch of those. They all look fine. So that's something. And then I can already tell these aren't right. So I ordered new stickers for my foiled washi tape because the stickers weren't right, and so I thought, why don't I order foiled stickers so that what is foiled on the washi is foiled on the sticker, and you can see a kind of mini version. And I thought, that's super cute. Do you know what? I'm probably just going to keep these as is. But this background was supposed to be a white background like all my other washi tapes, and for some reason it's pink, and I even triple checked with them because when they sent me through the proof, the bits that were going to be gold were white and this backing was white, and I said, I'm just checking that only the bits here will be gold and that backing will still be white, and they said yeah, it will definitely be white, but it's not. It's kind of a metallic pink, and I wonder if that's because it's white printed over the gold and that's just how it's gonna look, to be honest. Maybe that's just how it happens, but I thought it would be a really nice touch to actually have the foiled packaging. So they need swapping over, so I've got a few sheets of those, so I'm just going to leave that alone and I'm going to focus on the other stickers that are wrong, because these are actually fine. These are fine, and maybe that's just what happens with foiled thingy, so that's fine. But these stickers are not fine because they're all lopsided, so I'm not happy about that, especially when there was a note on my order. I didn't write it, they've written it and said check quality is correct and the very best. Maybe that it's because they know I'm picky, but I wouldn't say it's picky to want stickers cut correctly. That's why I order them externally and don't use my Cricut anymore, because I was getting too many miscuts. But there we go, so that's another email to send in a minute. And then let's see what this is. Oh, this might just be cellophane for my art prints, like biodegradable cello bags I got. Yeah, it is, so that's not very exciting. what's arrived? It is the bullet journals. They have arrived in time for Stationery Fest, but what are they going to be like is the question. Let's get this box open. The moment of truth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This may be considered pathetic, I don't know, but I feel like I'm gonna cry because everything's been going wrong. And now this is here. And look at that beautiful shine. Look at that foil and all these little flowers like throughout the design have gold too. There's gold all along the pages. There's gold on the back. Look at that shimmer. It's got a 5mm dot grid all the way through. There's 160 GSM paper. So you've got your back pocket for your sticker sheets. I sell those too. Morning everyone. It is Thursday, which means it is 2 days to Stationery Fest. 1 day till I set off. So this is really my last full day to get anything sorted. Chances of me getting anything done tomorrow are slim to none, so I am going to have a very busy day ahead of me. The last thing you will have seen is I inserted the footage of me opening my beautiful bullet journals. I have one here. How gorgeous is it? I am in love with it. I wanted to update you about them. So yesterday, I think you could probably sense that I was getting very annoyed because everything I'm opening has a problem with it, and the bullet journals were no exception. So when I received the boxes, one box was completely split open down one side, and all of the journals on that side are damaged. And some journals in the other box are damaged too. So I have less than half to sell at Stationery Fest. And then the rest of the journals, because this was only a quarter of the order, so the rest of the journals should be with me by the time I do my online launch. As I'm sure you can appreciate, I'm feeling very sad about it because only having 25 to sell at Stationery Fest is not the best. It's not what I wanted, and it means that I now have another battle on my hands. So I've spoken to the manufacturer. They've said put a complaint in with FedEx, so I've done that. But this is just what keeps happening, is having to keep going and like doing all these things and chasing them. It is taking up so much of my time, and that's why everything is so last minute, because I've just had so many problems to deal with. It's just frustrating because obviously I work really hard on my bits and I'm in control of that, but at a certain point I then have to hand over the control to other people to do their bits, and things just keep getting dropped all over the place. I've moved because I've got the doors open so I can actually breathe in here, but it means that I've had to open my blinds and the lights going up and down. It's making filming hard. So yeah. All I can do basically is keep trying to combat these problems and hope that people will be patient with me in terms of, you know, maybe selling out of bullet journals at Stationery Fest, who knows. But then they'll be available for sale, touch wood, a week later online. So yeah, that's where I am with the journals. And I just want to celebrate that they're beautiful and I'm finally getting them in the shop and not let it be a downer. Last night, my lovely mum came over for a little bit, thank goodness, and she helped me a lot. So she was preparing pocket hearts, preparing pins, checked all the journals for me. That's when we discovered the problem. Checked my restock of notepads. So yeah, she helped me a lot with that stuff, and I concentrated on making the tumblers. So I've done my frosted tumblers ready for the event. I think I'm going to have 15 with me. Let me grab one. So last time I showed you making these, the design wasn't as tall, and I amended the design yesterday and I think they look so much better. I've also added the little bee in the gap. So we've got the little bee now that's popping up on more things, and I added like some more leaves down the bottom, and I think they look beautiful. I'm really happy with them. So some of them just need a wipe now they've cooled down. It was so much better doing it last night when the temperature was cooler, because having the heat press on in the day with the tote bags was a lot. The temperature has dropped a lot today, thankfully. I have woken up feeling a bit grim. I woke up with a migraine threatening and I'm feeling quite sore, but I've taken my preventative migraine medicine. I'm working with the aches and pains. We're just gonna keep going, and I'm also gonna make sure I drink a lot today because I don't think I've been drinking enough. So my plan this morning is to hit the hats first because that's more physical, and I kind of want to start with the more physical things and work my way down to things that I can do in the chair, because I think that's how my energy levels are going to go. So we're going to do some more caps, then I need to do mouse pads, I need to do some mugs, I need to do key rings, get them ready, art prints, I need to make all my signage. I've basically got a ridiculous amount to do today, plus I need to finalise the stall setup. My mum is coming back over later, thank goodness, and it might be that we end up packaging some things behind the stall, but let's see. Having replied to emails, checked messages, sorted out the thing with the journals, walked the dog, filmed this, etc. It's already 10 o'clock, so without any further faffing about from my end, let's do the caps. Hi everyone, it is Friday, which means we are going to set up today, and it is one day to StationeryFest. You would have seen a montage yesterday of me making lots of products that ended up being only a fraction of what I made yesterday. The day sort of hit crisis point, so there was just so much to do. So the approach I decided to take was to make some of everything and then see if I had time to go back and make more, which I did not. But I didn't want to make like loads and loads of one thing and then completely run out of time and end up with products missing. But I always massively overestimate what stock I'll need anyway, so I'm hoping I'll be fine. My lovely mum came over and helped again last night. I feel so bad because she finished her day job and then she came here and was working with me until 10 p.m. I think I closed up and went in the house about 10:30. And then sat making a list of everything else that still needs to be done. But yeah, yesterday I made the hanging decorations. They're all boxed up. I made the mouse mats and did some packaging for them. Let me grab one. Now I'm unpacking things that are packed and ready to go, which is very naughty of me. So this is how the hanging decorations turned out. So this is the gift box. And then when you open it up, they've got little yellow crinklies in there and your decoration with a velvet ribbon. Oops. And then this is how the mouse pads turned out in their packaging. So I just kept it nice and simple. Maybe I'll do something different in the longer term, but for StationeryFest, I've got 8 ready to go. Let me put those back before I forget. I did retro mugs. I did the stainless steel tumblers with the Believe in Yourself design, which I have got good at taping tumblers. Even if I do say so myself, I have done so much that I've developed a bit of a knack, which is good. I've completely run out of sublimation paper, and my sublimation printer developed a problem yesterday with the blue ink, and even though I've done 3 cleaning cycles, it's printing out sort of stripy. So in terms of the mugs, the ones that had a lot of blue on them, I couldn't do any more of them. So I don't have as many of some mugs as I would like. But what you're gonna do, I just have to adapt and do more of some other designs, and I'll have to tackle that another time. I've got no more sublimation paper left anyway. I printed all my A4 art prints except for one, and then the pink ink, the magenta, ran out on that printer, so I've got some more of that coming today because I need to print my A5 art prints. So I'm gonna have to do that tonight, unfortunately, when I get back. Hanging decorations, mouse mats. Yeah, you saw me do the caps. Loads of stuff. And then my mum helped with pins. She was packaging up a lot of stuff as I was finishing it. So like she was boxing up the tumblers. I designed labels for the boxes and she labelled them all up, make them look all nice and sunshine laney. She did some sticker packs for me. She boxed loads of stuff up for me. She did loads. So between us, we got there-ish, because I've still got quite a long list of things to do this morning. I've got an appointment at 11:30 and then we need to set off straight away. So it's going to be a busy one. In terms of my setup, like my mock display, I didn't finish it. And I've never done an event without having had a complete mock-up done. But having the time to set up this afternoon does mean I can play around with it a bit. So it's not the end of the world, but it's not the ideal. But I know where all the big stuff is going, and so I took a photo of that. I know where everything's going on my sticker wall, so I took a photo of that. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit more wing in it this time than I would like, but we've got time. So let me show you what we did. So we started clearing the tables and boxing everything up. It's on my list to remember to actually take this tablecloth off, but everything ready to go is underneath, boxed up, because we're short on space. Yesterday, just every surface was getting full. And then round the other side, if I take you round, I've got my displays down here ready to go. This white one and the blue one, my husband gave a lick of paint yesterday, and they are looking a lot more fresh, and gone are the blue tap marks, the grubby finger marks, and the one that was split, let me show you. So the one that you saw me do a repair job on with the glue and the clamps, like you can't see that now at all. It completely closed up with the glue and the clamps, and then it's just been painted over, and the same with the top shelf. And then I just have a box here, because one tip I have is I figure out how much stock I'm going to need for a display, and I put all of that in one box. Let me turn you around and talk about it. So maybe this is obvious, maybe other people do it, I don't know, but the first market I did, I kind of boxed everything up in product types, and then when it got to doing my display and setting up ready to go, I was having to go in every box to find stuff I need. So now when I'm packing, so when I was giving my mum the stuff that's made to package and put in the boxes, I would say leave 2 of each pin for display, leave 1 tumbler for display. So she would set all them to the side, and then they're all in one box. So when I get there, all I need to do is go in that one box to get stuff out for display, and it just makes it all a lot quicker, and then I can just put the other boxes underneath for restocking the display. It's just a lot more organised and efficient, so that's the way I've been doing it since my second market, and it works really well. So this morning the main jobs I have to do is box up the notepads I'm taking and the journals because they're in the house. Let's not forget those. And I need to design signage, pricing, get all that printed, and then there's just kind of odd jobs to do. So I've got 2.5 hours. My husband's got a meeting at 10, so we need to load the car before 10. So I think what I'm going to do is focus on my last few tasks of packing things ready to go, so that we can do that in like half an hour, and then I can design the signage and pricing and stuff, and they can just be slipped in a bag or a box, and we can be on our way after my meeting. So let's get cracking.
to Emma. Hello.
Hello.
And now you and your mum. If Alison could say anything.
Lost her voice. So we're back from StationeryFest, and I have to say it was a really, really amazing day. I loved going again. This is my second year there and it didn't disappoint. I think the total number of people that came in the end was nearly 1,500, which is just, you know, what other opportunity are you going to have that many people who love stationery and the types of products you create in one space. So I was really, really happy to be able to go again, and I think everything worked out really well. I managed to make a bit more than last year, which is good because I was a little bit worried that with so many more shops I might not. Because last year I think there were about 40, but this year there were 101. So yeah, I was quite nervous going into it. I was expecting it to be different than last year, not just a repeat, if you get what I mean. And it was a much busier vibe, like the hall was more full. There was a second room with shops in as well. But yeah, I was happy with my stall placement. It was like on the second row as you came in on the end, so it was quite easy for people to see. And above all, I just loved chatting to people about my products, saying hi, catching up with familiar faces, and just getting the chance to have nice chats with people, because like in the main, I think the stationery kind of community is really friendly and supportive and kind, and even if they're not going to buy something from your stall, they just want to come and like give you a boost and tell you how well you're doing and stuff, and it was just really lovely. My husband came for the first time and he commented on it, like how friendly and supportive everyone was. So it was a really, really good day. Long day, but good day. So I did manage to get round some stalls, not many because it was so busy, and even if I could have a break off my stall, it was like hard to get to other stalls, and obviously I didn't want to disrupt people when they were busy and serving customers and stuff. And I mean, it was just so great to see like all my small business friends and new people that I'd never met before just doing so well. It was really lovely to see. So I did manage to get myself a few goodies, so let me show you what I got. Okay, so I didn't go crazy, I just got a couple of bits, and weirdly I came away with 2 sets of earrings, which is really weird at a stationery event, but this is the first thing I bought, and it's these little hand-painted pencil earrings from Peach and Mimi that are really cute, and I also just liked how the backing card was like a sheet of paper. I thought the whole thing was really, really cute. So that, yeah, they're little purple wooden pencils and little studs, and they are, yeah, hand-painted. So I liked those, I thought they were very cool. Then I went to Pintada Designs and I was looking at their pins. They've got loads and loads of new pins out, or they have over the last few months been expanding their pin range, and I kept picking them up, putting them down, changing my mind. In the end I got this Daphne duck. They've got so many beautiful wildlife pins, but I got the Daphne duck with the little flower. So pretty. Yeah, there's some gorgeous collections out. I was looking at the tortoise ones, I was looking at a rabbit one, a butterfly. This is the butterfly, there's a little flyer here. There's the butterfly pin, it's really, really pretty. That was Pintada Designs, a lovely Lauren. So I got another pin, I think that was the only pin I got. Yes, it was. Try not to go too crazy. Plus, I just didn't have that much time to leave my stall, and then everyone else's stalls were really busy, so I didn't get round very many. But these are the ones I got to. Then I went to Cute Stickers Only, and I got this really cute grabber machine, claw machine, die cut sticker, because it reminded me of playing on the grabber machines in South Korea with my husband, and so I got one of those from my journal, and it's a nice like waterproof matte die cut sticker. Then I went to Gretel Creates because last year I bought a pen. Where did I put it? I brought it over. I bought this chubby Uniball pen, a yellow one, and because I've got fibromyalgia and my hands cramp sometimes, it's really, really easy to write with, being able to grip a thicker pen, but I use it so much the ink ran out. So I went and got a refill. Oh, okay, I didn't know what size this one actually was last time, so this is a 0.5, but I got a 0.38. It doesn't matter, it'll still fit, but it'll just write a bit thinner, but that's fine. Oh, it's blue-black. I thought it was black that I'd bought. I didn't look. Okay, we've got blue-black. I'll put that in a minute and see what it looks like. And then I was influenced because they had some new colours as well, and they had these nice creamy ones with the rose gold like clasp and the end, and I just thought that was very sophisticated, so I got myself one of those. So I think this is just black ink. Let's have a look. As you can see, I was in that much of a rush that I don't even know what I bought. So yeah, that's a black 0.5, as this one was when I bought it. And then it's showing like it's got a bit of ink left, but it wasn't writing. Maybe I can get a bit more out of it. It's not writing as like fluidly as it did before, because they're really easy to write with and the ink just flows really nicely, but it's kind of gone a bit scratchy. I don't know if that's the amount of time or just that it's really low on ink. And actually maybe it looks like there's some in there when there isn't really. So let's see what this blue-black one looks like, because this is a nice surprise. Didn't even know I'd bought it. And yeah, it's thinner. I kind of wish I got the 0.5 because the 0.38, I find the thinner it is, the more scratchier it feels. I don't know if it's just the fact that it's a new pen and it needs like warming up. But yeah, sort of like a navy colour. I like it. I kind of wish I got a black 0.5 now. But we are where we are. I will get used to it. I'll get used to it. And at least now I've got like the two different ones, which is nice. It would be kind of pointless if they were exactly the same, to be fair. So that's those. I really, really like those pens. I popped by to see Chloe at Hoppery Designs, and I got this little print put up in my studio which says, "It's me, I'm the secret ingredient." I thought that was really cute. So I got a little A6 one to add onto my wall of like little prints and like cards from other businesses and stuff. So I'm going to pop that up on my wall. And then I went to two more places. I went to the lovely Katie's stall, Peb and Reg. She actually launched her business at the event, which is like, talk about going all out. I was so proud of her. Everything looked amazing. And this is something that I saw her put the idea up for, and I was like, yes, you absolutely need to bring these to life. And it's like a little rosette badge, and in the middle of this one it says "Tired of being tired," which with having fibromyalgia, I just thought was a bit of me. So I did wear that for a bit at the event. She took a fab picture of me. If I can find it, I'll insert it. So yeah, I got myself a little rosette. She had a couple of designs in these, but she got loads and loads of amazing products. So yeah, everyone I bought from, I'll leave a link in the description below. And then the last place I went was Swirly Nyx. I've never met Nyx before in person. She was really, really lovely, and I managed to grab the last pair of these earrings because how cute are they? Little Algae the Frog. They are so adorable. I just think they are so cute. Little wooden studs. These were my husband's favourite of the day of all my purchases, if that matters to you. He said he really, really loved these. And she has them in wooden pin versions as well, so I was kind of toying between the two, but I just thought they were really cute as earrings, so I got them as earrings. And then I got some stickers, some die cuts. I felt really bad because the ones I was picking, she was like, "That's actually the last one," and it was on display. And I was like, "Oh, it's fine then." But she was like pulling it off the display. She was like, "It's fine, you can have it. There's no point in it being up there. You can just have it." But I felt bad, like I was dismantling her display to buy things. But I think she just sold out because she's fab. So I got this cute little acorn, which is just adorable. And this little mushroom house. And then this little fox in the leaves curled up asleep. Oh, they were really fab, like glossy die cut stickers. They look really cool. And then if you spent over £10 at her stall, you got like a free go on the gumball machine that she had, and it was like a prize every time. So mine, it said I could pick any sticker sheet. So I got this woodland creatures one, which I thought was super cute, with the foxes, the hedgehogs, the mushrooms, the acorns. Just, yeah, I love it. Love the little fox. And this little hedgehog, just chilling. So that is my little StationeryFest haul. Probably a bit less than I bought from people last year, but like I said, it was just hard to get round, and like I was conscious of how long I was off my stall for, and so then like queuing at other stalls, I just didn't have as much time. What I should have done is maybe gone round later in the day. I think I tried to do it at a really silly time when it was probably at its busiest, but that would be my tip for next year. When it gets quieter towards the end, maybe save my walk round for then. But yeah, that is StationeryFest for another year. I can't believe after all the chaos of trying to get there and set up and the late nights in the days before, that it is over for another year. I will definitely be applying again for next year. If I can do it, then that would be absolutely fab. All of the new products that I took to StationeryFest are being launched on my website this Friday at 5 p.m, Friday the 5th of July at 5 p.m, and I'll be going live on Instagram from about 5 to 5 to launch the collection live and show you all the products and answer any questions. So I'm super excited about that. So that's what this week's going to be focused on now, is getting things all ready for the launch. So if you liked my lead up to StationeryFest, please like the video and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Leave me a pencil if you manage to get to the end, a pencil emoji, not a real pencil, a pencil emoji, if you manage to get to the end, and I will get back to planning for this week's launch. So take care everyone, I'll speak to you soon. Bye!